Hi, I'm Tim Schaffer, and I have something to show you if you love to fish and use a plastic worm. I've been fishing now for over 40 years and tried many types of lures, but the one that gave me the most trouble was that plastic worm. It seems like every time I threw out I was getting hung up, or if the wind was blowing too hard I couldn't see my line. And when bringing it through the strike zone, I had 1 or 2 tries to hit my mark. So I sat down one day and I said to myself, I gotta figure out a way to make the plastic worm a little bit more fun to use and keeping it in that strike zone just a little bit longer. Well, I'm here to tell you I've done it, and I call it Worm Buddy. Worm Buddy works kind of like a bobber, but with a paddle on the bottom. The bobber helps pull the lure up, and the paddle adds resistance at the same time, not allowing your bait to move too much through the water. Just cast it like you normally would, and when the worm is on the bottom, lift it like normal. As you can see, the worm is working its way up and down, but not directly towards you as it does in the conventional way. So you can pull it up and drop it again, keeping it in the strike zone that much longer. Fish will pick up your bait not feeling Worm Buddy, and you will be able to see your fishing line run when he takes the bait. Your bait is also hopping from spot to spot, up and down. And as we all know, fish are more likely to take the bait if the bait is on its way down. The hopping motion helps by not getting hung up as much too. So you can fish those really rocky areas where fish like to hang out. Because you can see the Worm Buddy on top of the water, it's a lot easier to locate your fishing line even on those very windy days. My brother Rodney was very skeptical when I introduced it to him. Rodney can fish very good with the worm. So we went fishing with Worm Buddy. When we got there, there was a man using a worm. We were on the levee side of the lake where those big white rocks are. We were there about 10 minutes before Rodney caught the first one. And then I caught one. Then I caught another. The man was still having no luck. He saw what we were using, so he tied on a regular bobber. The type of bobber where the line goes down through the top, but it did not work the same. The bobber was pulling too fast through the water, not helping him catch anything. We were there about 30 minutes and caught 3, and we never got hung up on those big white rocks. After that day, my brother Rodney was sold on Worm Buddy. He gave the Worm Buddy 2 thumbs up. Worm Buddy is tough and virtually unbreakable. Worm Buddy also works with spinner baits and pig and jig. Please visit my webpage to order your Worm Buddy today. So next time you go fishing, you take a buddy. You take Worm Buddy.